Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Alba. That's me. That's the guy. Your Sensei Alba. Well, when I sat down here, it was sunny, just like 10 minutes ago. Now it's like clouding over, looking icky. I got another 40 miles to go. Normally, it would only be 6. The highways are falling apart here. We had a big chunk of both the 2 state highways, one going north-south, the other going east-west, lose big punch from the event. But as they're fixing the road, having these gigantic big trucks with heavy equipment, and 50-ton stone trucks, other chunks of the highway are falling in now. There's 6 that have to be repaired. Well, I'm kind of being boxed in. It's okay by me. I can get out as long as no more of the highways fall apart. But as I was observing, it's like the old place. 40's not being fixed. I mean, it's just temporary because every time they try and fix it, it falls apart. Same with 26. So, I take home. Anyway, now there's one person there. Hey, one person. Now, get a hold of me at thedudeawake42@gmail. Right? My PayPal seems to be working again, so you can send anonymous funds just to see if it works. Again, PayPal, and put in thedudeawake42@gmail. Should work. Somebody sent me $10 and it seemed to work, but whatever you want. That'd be nice. I help run a pretty large food bank. I mean, right now, I'm not around there that much, but the ladies with the clipboards are. And pretty much the only food there, I went there last week, and the only food we have is processed food. Canned food is great. Canned vegetables are almost as good as real vegetables. But everything else, they have nothing real. In the bins we get for fruit, we got like 10 tons of fruity pebbles, sugary cereal, and that was put in our little check-off list as fruit. I mean, somebody had a sense of humor. So I'm nearly gone, so it doesn't matter to me, but I feel sorry for all those little kids. Their little brains are still developing. Not so much with fruity pebbles. And out there in the woods, I still have mushrooms and burdock and other things growing that I can eat. That's pretty good for me. So that's it. So I don't know the next time I'll be live. So get a hold of me on my YouTube, thedudeawake42@gmail. And even though I won't see it immediately, I will see it, and then we can talk. Anybody who wants to talk, get a hold of me on thedudeawake42@gmail. Right? And I have a good 100 or so what I call my adepts, folks who showed up and were really at their wits' end with their life, and they kind of plugged in. Now they're doing pretty good. Not because of me, but because they stood up, right? So back in 1973, I started a thing called the Institute for Aesthetically Adept and Appropriate Technologies, and it was an outgrowth of a thing that was part of the United Nations Alternative Technology NGO. And now this guy, he pretty much picked up on what we were going at, and he published this in 2004, I think. But he says what I said back in '73. So this is it. Let's see. Those of you who can find him on, a friend of mine printed this out for me, and it's on the internet that you can print out for yourself. So I don't have my glasses, so it might be. Let's see how we do with this. Mm. So it's a different, it's like, I'm a shamanic, psychosocial, cultural, forensic, anthropologic alchemist, right? Meaning my worldview, right? So we all have worldviews. Most of them come from either politics, economics, or religion. And all of those are mimetic, meaning they are symbolic. And in that, they are spells, magic spells, right? They're magic. Everything that's in our culture, everything you watch on TV, everything around here, I could describe in a metaphorical sense as a magic spell, right? I mean, the shape of that light fixture, the wooden beams, the music playing, these are all, let's see if I can read this. Let's see if I got glasses here. I might. Come on, magic bags. Let's see. Anything? It could be. Nope. I do have this, my buddy. This really wasn't how the Indians were. They weren't like this. Sorry. They weren't wearing Carhartt pants and Carhartt shirts, and they didn't have that haircut. My cough drops, flashlight, pen, scissors. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Anything, a print in large print, capitals, and I might be able to see what you're saying. And I could respond. Gloves, everything but glasses. And that's the interesting thing of this magic bag. It's that it always has whatever I really, really need. But if I don't need it and I'm looking for it specifically, it's not there. But that's okay. It's whatever. I'm sure if I looked at my coat, I might find glasses. But anyway, so shamanism is a worldview. It's a window that you look through. What is it? Shamanism is not so much a religion, right, or a politics or an economic system. It is a viewpoint, meaning if it vibrates inside of you, and Jesus on the Sermon on the Mount was talking about that God is inside of you. You don't have to look up in the sky for God. You don't have to look in a book for God. God is inside of you. And that's shamanism, basically. Now, I'm a shamanic. I mean, that's the window I'm looking at. God is inside of me, and I'm looking through that window. And instead of allowing the mimetic magic illusion that in the movie The Matrix was kind of talking about. And every so often, like that French guy, he would talk about that fancy restaurant. He was like kind of talking about that. His wife, she was the smarter one, and she really, in a few words, said what it was. And the architect taught us about it, and so did the grandma cooking cookies. A little cup I have is they're putting something in the atmosphere. I showed you, pretty much it was going on since I remember this. chemtrails. There's the X's, and here is that line that was sprayed about 20 minutes before is feathering out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So now here's a really interesting thing. That's not really snow. Little, like, plastic balls, right? It felt like snow, but it wasn't a snowflake. And wherever it was, um, it grabbed itself and made piles. And I kind of raked them over there. But this is 60-degree weather, right? So I've had this little inside cough since this. Look up in the sky. Look up in the sky. What is those? Oh, that's a jet. Yeah. I don't know what those are. It's called chemtrails, kids. That is putting particulate matter into the sky to precipitate rain, or to keep rain from happening, or getting, micro elements. Look at that, way up there. Look at that. That isn't a natural. That's not clouds. Clouds don't make X's. Look at all that. It's right over my head. It's like I'm targeted, but that's okay. Look at all that. Right there is a sitchin. See that thing right there in the middle? Right there, that's a sitchin. That's a magic symbol. Come on, dance. End time dance. X marks the spot. There's another X. They're all over the place. And they feather out and make clouds. For your entertainment, me tonight. Look at that. See how it's feathering it out? And then the sky will just be all silver, no longer blue. Kids think the sky is silver, not blue. Just kind of happening. Oh, look at that citron. I love it. So, I love Donnie too. Dance, kids, dance. Come on. Oh, yeah. Tonight. I mean, it's the whole sky is covered in that stuff. Look at it. And you're breathing it. It's getting in your skin, in your nose, in your lungs. Tonight. Entertainment. Dad. That's Bugs Bunny up there. So good luck. I've been talking about the big splat for 7 years. I've been going on and on and on. Go back and watch my shows. Go on. Wait. What is it? Anarchy sign or the owl sign? Well, the diff is anarchists are good fellows, fellow travelers, what they call a loyal opposition. Think about, I wonder if RFK is going to talk about this. You know, he says, oh, we got to get rid of the fluoride in the water. Good luck with that. It's been there for 100 years. And not just in our water, but everything, bottled water, vegetables, everything that has a liquid in it has fluoride in it. And then when you ask any state medical department, is there any proof that this does? Well, not really, but when it's taken out, tooth decay seems to increase. Um, is it a measurable amount past, you know, the measuring point? Oh, well, it's usually about 0.0006%, and that's that's a lot of it's a lot of something, you know. Oh, oh, come, oh, we faithful to Bethlehem. So, the kids went to Bethlehem because the book said that that's where the guy was going to be born. So that's why they wanted to continue the story. And they got there, and it wasn't like they showed up to the eight-ball hotel. There was no room. No, this is a little town, Bethlehem, and basically they didn't have, inns where you could get a meal and a room. What they had was like a barn, and the people who had any money were sleeping up there in the hayloft, and everybody else was sleeping down with the animals, right? And that's and the baby was put into a creche. You know what that is in Greek? It means pig slop. And so Jesus was born into pig slop, right? And pretty much it keeps going on and on and on. I mean, from the very beginning, they talk about Jesus as God, and you have to be able to read the signs to see what they're talking about in Genesis. But basically, he's going to come and take care of the sin. And so it makes sense. If you're going to take care of the sin, you're born into pig slop, not on some king's throne or something. See, how many people are you like that? Let's see, what does it say? Hey, only great to catch you. Brilliant. Baba. Ma. Yes, love you too. Um, so, what do you think about shamanic versus mimetic magic, right? And everything that we're experiencing is mimetic. Ooh, those clouds. The longer I talk about this, the clouds get darker. That's interesting. How long have we been talking? 17 minutes. You got anything to throw on the wall there, Jamie? Um, mhm. Arf. What time is it? And I don't really know how much of my highway is left. It's 2:30, right? I'll talk another 15 minutes and then I gotta go. But I just wanted to jump in here and show you a little bit. So you guys should like talk amongst yourself. Well, let's build a community. Come on. But want to get a hold of me? The Dudewake42 at Gmail. Let's see. Mugs co-creation. Floats. Uh, keeps your heart clean. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, ooh, it looks nasty out there. And like I said, when I came here 20 minutes ago, it was sunny and beautiful. So I got to go. Connect with each other, because I'm not always going to be here. And I would suggest folks to start taking down not taking it down, copying my shows. You can do that. Dragon did that. Then Johnny basically stole them along all my other documents. Oh, John. Anyway, and you know, we all deserve love, procreation. Everybody does. That's what we're here for. So that's about all I can say at the moment. I'm gonna let it all go. Oh, you know what? I should do this. Oh, yes. Put it away here. Yep. Take this out. Put it here. then I'm going to say, I love you guys. Let's pray. Remember, Dreamy Dreamland, Sensei Albano. That's my email. I should be able to do something the next sunny day. Maybe it's Friday. I don't know. The weather's going to be weird. But in about Monday or Tuesday, it's supposed to be 70, 80 here and sunny, like as far as they can tell. Better than that 2 degrees last week. Okay, I love you guys. I'll catch you later. End stream. Yep, we're going to do that. And yes, we do.